Hey everybody, it's Iraqi, and today I'm going to show you my deck list for the past Garden City regionals. I got 42nd place. My record at the end of the day was 6-3. I was 5-1, and then going into round 7, I lost 2 in a row, so I didn't end up with the record I really wanted to have, but I still was able to go, X3 and get 42nd, which is not bad because the whole goal of the day was to still try to get another invite, and just to see if I could get myself in that top bracket. Um, the past weekend I played Dragons, and the reason is I wanted to play them first just so I had a better feeling of, like how the deck plays, how it feels, and figure out the bigger momentum swings before I try to play the decks that I really wanted to play, so I can figure out like what were the best options and what were the key times that you can get slowed down or the things that can really like punish like dragon plays. Which I'm really glad that I did because at the end of the day I ended up playing 5 dragons this past weekend. Um I wanted to play Dark Worlds for Garden City, but the more I had play tested with it, I realized it has a very poor matchup against dragons, especially since they can get hit by Crimson Blader, which can be very crippling to Dark Worlds. So I decided to go with my second option, which was Insectors. So, like I said, I went X-3, finished 42nd, got another invite, so the deck's good. The purpose of this deck, though, is a little bit different than other Insector builds. This build is strictly meant to OTK your opponent, which I think at the end of the day I OTK'd 8 or 9 games. So it definitely served out its purpose. The other difference between this build and the other Insector builds is other builds play like Summoner Monk, Armageddonite, which the play is really cool. I mean, like, it's good. It's not bad going Summoner Monk, Armageddonite, Ditch, and then Lavavel chaining. I mean, that's a good play, but I feel that's a very passive first turn play. This build is strictly meant to just OTK. And with the cards that I'm going to show you, um, hopefully you've seen them before and you understand, like, the purpose. At the end of the video, though, I'll show you exactly how to OTK because after the regionals was over, like all my friends and a couple people I played asked me like how you OTK like dragons if they go first turn Drago Sack or like go first turn double Drago Sack or whatever. It's actually really easy. I'll show you the combo of how to OTK your opponent with the Drago Sack and double tokens on board at the end. So just stay tuned to that. Okay, so played one Dark Armed, one Weevil, and one Gigamantis. Um, it's not necessary, but they pull being able to special summon out of your grave more than once is actually really good to pull off some really cool combos or really important combos that will lock your opponent out. So I played one of each. Most people don't know what Weevil does, but he's important for the OTK version. And then 3 Centipedes, 3 Ladybug, Dragonfly, Hornet, one Hopper. I mean, he's not the greatest, but the only reason I play him is because you want to have more targets in your deck to special summon with Dragonfly. And one Beatron, who is like one of the MVP cards for getting like really good combos off, like really crucial combos. It sucks when you draw him, but he's really good when he's still in the deck. He's not terrible. Like if you draw him and it's like mid game and you have like a field established, though he can be all right. And then 3 Maxis, it's really good. 2 Mystic Tomatoes. It's good. I'll explain one little thing with him later. And then for spells, we played triple Upstart Goblin, triple Space. Oh, and with Upstart Goblin though, like giving your opponent life does not matter whatsoever. If you play this deck, this OTK version, you will easily be able to tell you can put like way over 10,000 damage on board like almost every time. The main card to help you OTK Insect Imitation. I'm gonna explain this because this is like the main combo card. Later on here, 2 Pots, 2 swords, which are also very important, an allure, foolish, 1 book, which I'm going to talk about here for a second, 3 iron walls, very good. A lot of your opponents like to get rid of your stuff, so this is very good from keeping them from not getting rid of like Dragonfly or Hornet or Ladybug if they try to get rid of Ladybug. And then obviously it's super good against dragons too, so 3 was like perfect. Everybody was talking about how it was a good idea to have these in the main deck, which I thought was pretty obvious. And then 1 Waboku and 1 Threatening Roar. I decided to go with 1 of each because 1, to just lock your opponent out of being able to go into their battle phase, and the Waboku was really important for like if you had Mystic Tomato on board. Where is he at here? I can find him. Like if you go Mystic Tomato and they hit Mystic Tomato, and then you're going to special summon out Dragonfly and then flip the Waboku so you know that it's not going to die. I felt like that was the main reason why I did 1 Waboku, 1 Threatening Roar, and then 1 Compulse. What I was doing originally was doing 2 Mirror Force as my traps, and then the more I thought about it, I was like, wait, if they go Debris Dragon on me, they're going to blow up my field, and I'm not going to have any way to stop it. So I decided to do Book and Compulse, which are really good too because Swift Scarecrow is becoming super popular. So I mean, like I said, you can put like way over 10,000 damage on board. I think I've maxed out like 15,000 damage at one point. But so if they go Swift Scarecrow, you mean like book 1 of your monsters and continue to OTK them or compulse them, on top of the fact that you can stop like Debris and some other crucial plays. This came really in handy though because I ended up playing the mirror match game or round 1, which was crazy. And this was able to shut down their Centipede when they went to equipped, and then you know, just win from there. And then for the side, when Max C is not good, you take them out. You put in Veiler if they're more important, or Crow if they're more important. 2 Messenger, which I didn't side in like at all. It's like really good against like rogue matchups that rely solely on like hitting you with their like beater monsters. Lance was okay. It's more of a go second card when your opponent like sets up and then you go to summon your monster and they try to stop it, and you can just Lance yourself and proceed with your plays. 1D Fissure, 1 Dark Hole for going second for clearing boards. 1 Dust, double goes in match. It was alright. I really didn't draw it against dragons like at all. And then 2 Debunk. And then for the extra deck, Tien Tempo, which I did make, Levier, which I made, Leviathan, which I made, Lavable Chain, I didn't make him at all, but I do suggest playing it in this deck because it is easy to make him. 1 Abyss Dweller, which I made a couple times. He was really put in his work. 1 Nightmare, which I did not play, but he is very good against dragons for slowing them down. A Key Beetle, which I made to protect an Imperial Iron Wall, which was really good. An Exostag, which I didn't make, but he is good, so I'd suggest running him. Volcasaurus, which I made. Strike Bouncer, I didn't make him. M7 I didn't make, but he's really good for pulling off like some certain combos with Dark Armed. It's like if you go Laval Chain, dump Dark Armed, make him, bring the Dark Arm in your hand, special summon him. He's actually really good for the FTK, but I wasn't playing the FTK version, as you can tell with my extra deck. So, but he's still good in the regular version. And then Giga Brilliant, Thunder Charger, Exabeetle, and Shark Fortress. These are the 4 like kind of some of the most important cards are just these 3 right here. He's just good for giving you the extra damage. So it's better going into him than like Leviathan Dragon. So these ones are the main cards for the combo, which I'm about to show you here in a second. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go for the combo to like OTK Dracosac with 2 tokens on board. Also, if you want to pull this combo on any other deck, they need to have at least one monster on board, or one face-up card, should I say. So you're going to go Ladybug and 2 Insect Imitation. You got to have these in your hand. So let's say you go, you're going first turn, and you open up these 3 cards, and then like 3 other random cards. So you got 6 cards in your hand. You're going to go Ladybug, and then Insect Imitation. So you're going to blast this off, and you're going to special Dragonfly. You can go Dragonfly's effect to equipped. You're going to boost her to 5, and then you're going to special summon. If I can find him here. You're going to special summon Centipede. And Centipede's effect, you're going to blast off Ladybug. You're going to raise Dragonfly to a 6 now. And then you're going to activate Centipede's effect to search out Gigamantis. Gigamantis, you're going to equip to Dragonfly. And at this point, you're going to Insect Imitation your Centipede away to special summon Beatron. Beatron's effect is going to activate, which is going to send this to the grave to special Centipede, and then Dragonfly is going to activate to get out another Centipede. So now you got 2 of these guys that have not used their effects. You're going to use his effect to increase Beatron's level to a 6 as well. And then you're going to use his effect to search. And he is going to search on an Insector sword. If I can find it here. Search out sword. So now this is in your hand. So now his effect's been used. Now you're going to overlay your Beatron and your Dragonfly for Exabeetle. Exabeetle will equip Ladybug from your grave. Now you're going to use Exabeetle's effect. Well, actually, no. You're going to use your Centipede's effect to equip Gigamantis to him. So now you're going to use your Exabeetle's effect, and you're going to detach Dragonfly to target Gigamantis and their face-up Dragosack. Send this to grave. Send their Dragosack. Then you're going to special summon Dragonfly. At this point, you will overlay for Thunder Charger, which is going to get rid of the Ladybug. And then you're going to use Dragonfly's effect to special. No, you're not. You're going to use Centipede's effect. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I forgot. You're going to search too. You're going to search with his effect to search Hornet now. And then you're going to use the sword that you have in your hand and the Hornet and equip them both to your Dragonfly. You're going to overlay both of these guys for Giga Brilliant. Now you're going to hit the sword with your Hornet, and you're going to use the sword's effect to add him to your hand, and then use her effect to special summon twice. You're going to special summon, so you can see all this. You can summon him, and a Hopper as well. From this point, you're going to use Centipede to raise your attack to, or use Ladybug to raise his level to 5. And then search. And you'll search out Sword, and then use Ladybug with Hopper, raise him to a 5. Then you'll overlay both of them for your last card, which will be Shark Fortress. You'll use Shark Fortress to let Gaia Charger be able to attack twice. Then you're going to take the 2 Gigamantis and Sword and equip Gigamantis to Dragonfly, then Sword to Dragonfly. That's going to put Dragonfly up to 32, and then Giga Brilliance effect to raise everything up by 300. So this is going to be 29, 27, 35, 21. So now your Gaia Charger is going to be able to attack over both the tokens for 5,900, and then you could just give one swift attack with Dragonfly for the remainder for a game. And then the best part is too is that we're gonna have Sword. So Sword is gonna be able to activate, like if they do Swift Scarecrow you, if your other remaining 3 cards in hand are if you have Book, then obviously you'll just put this face down for the Swift Scarecrow and then hit them with Fortress and Giga Brilliant and still game them. But in case you don't, and then you leave your field open, I mean, worst come to worst, if they blow up your field or get rid of your Dragonfly, you're going to get Sword off, and you can add Dragonfly back to your hand if you need to do it like that. But that's one of the very simple ways to OTK. And as you can tell, like Insect Imitation was like the key card to pull these plays off. So keep in mind that Insect Imitation is a very good card, and I think that it's better than playing Summoner Monk, in all honesty. You can also play Transmodify if you're trying to pull off these combos like as quick as possible. I was originally playing 3 of this and 2 Transmodify, and then I dropped it down to 1 Transmodify, and then I just realized that it's not that, like, if you go first and you're able to combo off, like, it's just not that great. I mean, there's not too many like good first turn plays that you can do. The only good first turn thing that you can play is like if you're playing the FTK version. And like I said, I wasn't playing the FTK version, but basically it's like the same deck. I mean, you do not have to play like any of these traps at all. You could play it like literally the exact same deck. The only thing that you have to do if you're trying to play the FTK version, which is the best thing to combo off with, is you have to play like this extra deck. With the exception of a couple cards, you have to play Triple Leviair. You have to play number 69. You have to play. Actually, this is kind of messed up because you have to have 2 Lavalval chains because there's a situation where you need 2 Lavalval chains to pull it off. You need to play M7. You need to play Chronomaly number 6, I think, and then Gustav Max. That whole combo involves like you ditching Dark Armed first turn, bringing it back with M7, because obviously summoning Dark Armed Dragon lets you infinitely like destroy your cards on Dragonfly, which let you special summon almost an infinite amount of times. Another crucial thing though is that you have to play double Gigamantis and double Giga Weevil. And keep in mind, too, that all these combos also heavily rely on you not drawing Beatron as well, because Beatron is also very necessary. You could play 2, but I just feel like it's really not worth it, in all honesty, because if you draw double Beatron, too, then it's like, you pretty much are going to lose. But, yep, that's it. That's Insectors. Like I said, I got 42nd place. It was really good. I beat 3 dragons at the end of the day out of the 5 that I played, so it was good. I'll write in the description exactly what I played each round too, so you get a better understanding of how it went. If you have any questions about Insectors or how to make any of the plays, you can message me. It's a good deck, and look forward to a couple more new decks. I mean, they're not really new, but some good decks that aren't dragons that I can show you that can also be really good and have some pretty cool combos. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for my brother was playing Stardust Assault mode dragons, and he got 20th place this past weekend, so I'll show you guys that too. Other than that, just stay tuned. Alright.